Jesse Tyler Ferguson steals scenes week after week as part of the Emmy-winning cast of Modern Family.
Yes, and now he's taking on a whole new challenge, playing 40 different foodie-centric characters in the one-man stage show. Fully committed, and he is here with us live. Welcome. Thank you so much. I know you must be tired and busy.
Yeah.
40 characters.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously though, how do you do that? How do you prepare for something like that?
Well, I started working on the script. It's a script that already existed. It was off Broadway in 1999, so I started working on it in October, but we've done a lot of updates to the script, so every time I'd finish a draft of the script, they'd be like, and here's a new draft, so I'd have to kind of incorporate the changes. But I've been I've been living in this play for a few months, well, almost a half a year, so.
Yeah. Is it a challenge as an actor to be up there by yourself? Because nobody else can help you out of a moment
I love working with other actors. I love working on my ensemble of Modern Family, and the stuff I've done on Broadway and in Shakespeare in the Park has always been with a large group. So being on stage by myself is very challenging.
Yes.
You know, there was a moment last night where I forgot who I was supposed to be next, and you're like all of a sudden in like a white room, and like you had to sort of take a moment and then like get yourself back on track.
Yeah, because then your rhythm too is like, oh gosh.
And I assume the audience could tell, but no one said that.
Nobody
they
knows.
I'm sure it felt a lot longer to you.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about some of the characters that you play. One of them is Gwyneth Paltrow's assistant. You even play one of your co-stars on Modern Family.
Yes.
So that must have been fun. Are there any favorites? I would think Sofia Vergara, you know that one down.
Well, yeah, she makes a little cameo. I don't know if she knows that yet. So maybe
really?
She's not local, so like I don't think she'll see this. But maybe, who knows? It's going to get back to her at some point. But a lot of the characters, some of the characters are very bold. There's a French maitre d'. There's a hostess who's from East London. You know, it's like
who's like your Adele.
Who's like my Adele. So you sort of have to paint with broad strokes when you're a character so briefly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've had a lot of support from some of your friends and family and coworkers. They did a video for you on your opening night, which I just loved. It has to feel so great.
It was very nice to see that. It was a nice surprise on opening night.
Yeah, and a lot of them have come too. So when they're in the audience, is it a little more nerve-wracking for you, or do you love?
I love knowing when there's a friendly face out in the audience because I can think about that person. Like at least there's one person out there who I know likes me.
Yeah.
Usually there's more than one, but
usually everyone.
Yeah.
Well, InStyle showed some photos of your dressing room, and my gosh, it was incredible. You even have a bed in there.
I have full run of the theater, so I had this guy help me like kind of decorate the dressing room, and he gave me a little sleeping nook. I mean, it's like a living room.
It really does.
It's
gorgeous.
beautiful.
But why is that space so important for you? Because I thought a bed isn't really a traditional thing to have backstage.
Right. Well, usually there's some place like sort of take a nap in between shows if you're doing a 2-show day. So I asked him if we could sort of transform one of the smaller rooms into a little sleeping nook, and I call it Camp Ferguson.
That's the benefit of being the only person in the show.
Yeah, exactly. Every room is mine.
Yeah. Well, we heard you've been spotted at some New York City restaurants.
Yeah.
Because you had to do some research for this show.
Doing some research for the play.
Some research for the play.
Quote unquote.
Right.
So you were at Gramercy Tavern. I heard. Where else have you been hanging out?
Gramercy Tavern, 11 Madison Park, Jean-Georges, Danielle, like the really upscale ones, just because that's the type of restaurant that my character works at in this play.
Yeah, but you're you're a foodie though,
I am
too,
a
at
foodie.
heart.
I love going out and exploring food. I'm a big lover of spicy food. You know, the whole piece you just did about I've had Pasquale Jones pizza. I've had that Diablo pizza. It's so delicious. I love spicy food.
And you have a food blog too.
I have a food blog, and I create a lot of my recipes on my food blog have a lot of spice in it. So I've actually teamed up with Pepcid and Tastemakers to sort of celebrate local eats and give so that food lovers like myself and like you can enjoy the food that they want to enjoy without the discomfort of heartburn. So it's been a really great campaign to work on.
Can we find out about that on your blog, or where can we find out more?
I don't think it's on my blog specifically, but there's tastingtable.com/Pepcid. There's a lot of information there.
I think I always have Pepcid in my medicine cabinet because
I
love
always.
food
I grew up on
much.
it, and so it's like something I trust, and my parents always used it. So and I don't want to like sacrifice things that I love because of some discomfort and
that helps
heartburn.
You keep eating the spicy food.
Oh, and I do.
Oh, I bet you do. Well, let's talk about Modern Family for just a second. You're wrapping up season 7. Is it? I mean, Luke and Manny are going to their prom this year. Is it?
I know.
Not so. It seems like so
It's
fast.
insane because when I first met these kids, they were 9, 10 years old, and now they're driving themselves to work and have girlfriends and boyfriends and are like moving in with those people. And
oh my gosh.
I mean, kids in Hollywood do grow up a lot faster, anyways. But like, Ariel Winter, I remember when she was just like this tiny little girl. Now she's like this woman. I mean, she's so beautiful and self-realized. And I mean, I'm really proud of all of them. They're great kids.
Yeah. Well, everyone that knows you, I'm sure, is very proud of you for doing all that you you do. You are so good in everything.
Thank
and
you.
You can see Jesse in Fully Committed now at the Lyceum Theater. For tickets and more info, head to fullycommittedbroadway.com. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for talking to me.